What up, movie disciples and good people of YouTube? And may I should add something new to it. All you challenge heads, I think maybe that's some people call them. Don't be. I add something new to the mix. Thanks. Okay. Judgment already off top.
Wasn't fun.
Yeah. Person with the funky face is Brittany, my sister, and I am Brian, movie Messiah. And this is our review for the challenge Spies, Lies, and Allies, episode 4. This episode was pretty damn good. I mean, last episode was pretty good, and I feel like this episode escalated, especially towards the end. Like the back half, first half, I was like, but the back half though,
juicy.
Back half came with it.
Come with it.
So, I mean, should we kind of dive like right into it? I would say before we do, I'm sorry, like I always do, if you're enjoying what you're watching, please follow us on social media, and please hit that like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you guys are notified, because that definitely adds to the views and helping us out to continue, keep doing this. If you guys enjoying this, keep putting this out. All right, so like I said, the back half was kind of fire, but like the first half, it was it was like a little slow build up. It was like little drops here and there. I was like, okay, something might start popping off. And I mean, we had like some beginning stuff. We had Big T, Logan caking up. I was like, all right, okay, all right, I see you play.
Good taste, Big T. Good taste. Good.
Yep. And then we had Corey L. He was tired of being in Eliminations, and it starts seeming like him writing on the wall, like, all right, the best got turn on each other at some point, so we got to start figuring something out. And then we also had Huey working out of CT.
But I loved it though. CT was just like, can't judge books by his cover, because you can. I'm like, Huey definitely doesn't look like the most athletic, but he probably got a few tricks under his sleeve. So I was like, yeah, you're right. He was like, I got a little strength.
And I don't know if he mentioned it before. Well, I mean, to anybody else, because I don't know. I mean, how many real conversations he's had, and they really showed it. But I'm saying in the confessional, face to face, pretty much saying that he used to box. So the man is athletic to some reason, and you saying coordinated, because you saw him when he was working out CT with jumping rope with ease.
Yeah.
I was like,
that when CT was like, oh dang, yeah, he got a little something. Yeah, I did peep that. I was like, you know how to jump rope, and not just a little bit. Like it was just coordination. Loved it.
And then we had I'm sorry, what were you about to say?
No, I was like, you can't forget the abuse, since we were talking about Huey. Anytime I think of Huey, I think of Ashley, his partner. I'm just like, she's so abusive. Like when they had the challenge, he's just like, I can't do it. She was like, you're going to get your butt up there and you're going to do it. And he's just like, I can't. And I'm just like, poor Huey. Like Ashley gives no care. Like,
I don't know if she doesn't need to ever have children, or maybe needs to have a kid to like mellow her out, because I mean, we haven't seen Amber blow up yet, and maybe because she had the kid, she hasn't had a reason to like snap the hell out just yet. So maybe if Ashley has a kid, it'd be like, oh, okay, she doesn't snap out. Like, so who said earlier, like she gets temper tantrums like a 2-year-old. Somebody said something along those lines.
Yeah, someone did say.
I was like, that sounds very true. She does snap out really quickly. And I mean, well, we are kind of talking about it. Well, before we get into it, Fessy was tripping about Amber again. Already talking about it beforehand. Josh was like, chill out. She's part of our alliance already. She's part of the Big Brother thing. Click. She's down with us. And that was last season. Let's move on past that. She said she's cool. So let's just ride with that.
And Fessy's just nervous, because, I mean, let's be honest. It did bite him in the butt last season. That was still all on him. So I would think, hopefully, this season we're going to move a little differently, hopefully, when it comes to Fessy, because your partner that you thought was worth nothing, made all that money last season. So let's see.
I mean, not even her, but just all the partners pretty much had. He was like, she cool. And I mean, the way he was just went about it wasn't strategic. And I mean, CT to an extent did the same thing, but he at least apologized for it. He only did it like one time, but Fessy was just like, all right, I'm grabbing somebody, and then I'm hoping for the right partner to like link up with. And he wanted his homegirl, which makes sense. You want to ride with your homie, and you want to ride with somebody you believe you're gonna win. Just in the confessionals, you were like just saying, I guess saying the wrong thing in the house as well. So I mean, he's already paranoid about that, and that that started a little bit more of the veteran paranoia. And then we get Devin and Kyle, showing them buddy, and then like Devin and Kyle, best friends. I was like, oh, okay. And DYLE, and that was a terrifying experience when they put his face on Devin's body. I was like,
what? What are y'all doing? I was like, y'all oddly look like a human being.
Nah, weird. I'm good.
We're just gonna stick with y'all separate, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Once there was DYLE, no, thank you, no, thank you.
And then later on, we had Casey and Amber talking. That's how Josh was saying like Amber's cool with us, and I'm like, Casey saying the same thing. Like, yeah, she's part of the clique, but she's like out of the four of us, she's number 77 because we still don't give a fuck about her. Pretty much. Essentially.
I'm like, did you not like
Casey and
see the karma from last time?
Yeah,
I don't know. Their social game, they feel like they have it in the bag, but I'm like, y'all really don't. I feel like y'all still suck with your social game. I like Amber B. I do. Amber Black. That's our girl. She won. But I will
she's
say
Amber Champion. Remember, she changed it. She's the only Amber there, and she's Amber Champion. The other Amber is never coming back.
Amber the Champion. But she's gullible. I'm gonna give her that. I'm like, she won. She won, but she's still gullible. I'm like, I was hoping she was gonna lean into the fact of like acting like she was with them, but then when it came down to it, like fool them. I was like, I feel like that would have been smart. Like, yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I'm with you guys, and then when it comes down to it, for me to win, I'm gonna attack and get, do what I gotta do. But I'm like, no, you really believe y'all are in an alliance? That's your bad. Why?
Is she gullible, or does she just have a good heart? She has a trusting spirit, as they would say in the church. She has a trusting spirit, a willing spirit.
Maybe a winning spirit, but I mean, you did win, but you're not winning with them because they're gonna throw you down as soon as they get
every chance they get. I'm like,
I don't know.
I initially I was thinking the same thing that you were thinking. Like maybe she is like playing cool with it. I'm like, all right, maybe she's down with him. And then like in the confessional or later on in the episode, I'm like, Psych, I wasn't with y'all suckers the whole time, but she was. I was like, why are you believing them? So Casey and Fessy are on the same thing, and I mean, it's all comes like to bite them in the ass, especially Fessy when we get to elimination. Like, let's just dive right into it. This is the return of Messy Fessy, but I call him Messy Petty Fessy now. Petty Fessy, Messy Petty Fessy, whatever you want to call it. Fessy the petty mess. However you want to frame it, it's the return of Fessy. So, like, we'll talk about the mission, but pretty much it came down to two people in the mission. It was Josh and Amber, and Fessy and Esther. And they didn't say the times, but so Fessy and Esther won. And I look, I'm happy that Esther won, but at the same time, I'm like, man, if she wins, that means Fessy wins. So it's like,
never can be a good thing. Exactly. My sentiments exactly.
Yeah, so I was like, oh dang, here we go. And so you get up there, and we had the deliberation. Deliberation super spicy. Talk about that in a bit, but I mean, Corey, Elle, and Michelle already knew that like we're going down there because Ricky's like they already knew what the deal is. So
obvious.
They had to go against Huey, and then they decided to pick who?
They decided to pick Amber.
Amber, the champion, which is like one or two things. Like, all right.
More so Fessy and Esther ran with it, but
yeah, and then like he picks her. I'm like, all right, so you're still mad about last season somehow, even though it was kind of your fault. And well, I'll say he's not mad. He's paranoid about last season. That's what it is. He's paranoid about last season because he thinks she's gonna be gunning for him, which she says she isn't. So so really scared about that. And then Esther throws her 2 cents in, like, oh, I'm talking about my partner. I'm like, oh, Esther,
I'm my partner. I'm like, girl.
I'm like, you had nothing to do with this. I'm like, you could just say I'm gonna ride my partner, I'm gonna go with him, or you could do something else, and then had made somebody else pick, whatever. But wrote your partner. I'm like, Esther, you trying making it hard for me to root for you next week.
Yeah,
Like,
I like Esther. I like you, girl. Made it worse, especially with the speech. This is when it started going downhill. Josh is just like, not with the speech. Don't even do it, bro. I'm like, oh, okay, it's about to go left. And I'm just like, you know what? I feel like he's gonna psych them out. He's doing all this speech, and he's really not gonna pick Amber B. Like, I'm really thinking he's not gonna pick her until he literally says her name. I'm like, he's not gonna pick her. Like, they're doing all this. Now it's getting heated. They want to like fight. I'm like, oh, y'all want to fight. I'm just like, you're not gonna say her name. You're not. You're not gonna be this dumb. Not yet. Because it's the 4th episode. You can't be. And Josh all heated and mad. You know him, the goof. And I'm just like, but I feel Josh. I feel him why he's upset. So I'm like, I completely understand, Josh. So I'm with you on this one right now. Nancy says.
I don't know if I can even call Josh the goofy anymore because I didn't.
Not really. He was kind of smart. He's been smart in this season. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's playing a smarter game, and I didn't know that he won Big Brother.
I didn't either. This is the first time they said it. Yeah, I'm glad you
won. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Like, I mean, maybe he's the goof for the last couple of seasons. I can't call the man goofy anymore, especially after this episode.
Won. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Much respect. Yeah, when he said that, I really was shocked. I was like, oh, he won? Oh.
So I mean, I'm like, all right, Josh, make me have a little bit more respect for being on the game. Also, I feel like he's working out a little bit more. He looks a little trimmer in this season. So him snapping out on his bro on Fessy doing this dumb early move. Like, I know you're gonna start turning on people, but not this soon. Like, it makes no sense for you to throw her in because Josh told you that she had your back. Also, she doesn't have any power. So even if they had the power, if Josh and Amber would have won, they wouldn't have thrown it was like, I'm gonna throw Fessy down there. She wouldn't even thought that or even said that because it's too early in the game for that. She don't get you later on.
His social game sucks toilet water. Cause I'm just like, for the simple fact you're taking paranoia over your strategy. Like, that's what you're picking. I'm this paranoid. I'm gonna risk it all. Like, you're right now, the vets are still at the top rank. Like, we're trying to get rookie after rookie after rookie. You choose to pull a vet, which I still kind of am on the fence with. Some are vets and some who not. But I guess we're gonna quote unquote call them vets. You're gonna pull a vet and put them out there. So now it's kind of like, I don't know. It looks like blurred lines to me. Like, what are you doing, Fessy? Like, your game sucks.
Right.
At least social game.
So it's Huey and Amber going down there, and they're both like Amber's hiding, and Huey's pissed, like, because I mean, in the liberation, Huey's starting to feel it right then and there. before the elimination, Huey tells Ashley, "I voted first as a burn vote." Ashley Meltdown Mitchell, she was pissed. Like,
at that time, I would give her that. I understand she did have every right, but I was just like, Huey, why would you say that? I just feel like he was just like spazzing and just speaking without even thinking. Because I was like, I voted for us, and she's like, wait, what? Everybody's just like, why?
And that goes into going back. You say him spazzing. That goes into the elimination. So they go down there, and before they even start doing that, I'm sorry, I had a perfect segue before going back. I feel like Corey L and Michelle said, like, the dumb quote of the week for me. She was like, we're gonna go down there and we gotta go. I was like, these cats are going home. They just wrote their own deathbed. When she said, I was like, y'all going home. You said we gotta go in there and let's go. I was like, let's go. I'm like, let's go win. Let's go kick some ass. I'm like, we went out there and do the damn thing. She said, we're gonna go. I was like, oh, y'all going home. So I was like,
peek her saying that. I don't know. I was like, I wasn't necessarily rooting for them because I love me some Huey. So I really was rooting for me some Amber champion and Huey. But I was like, the odds are against y'all because they have won what? They've been down there 3 times? Or has it been 2? They've been down there probably 2.
Maybe twice. I mean, they won the first
Either way, they've been down there more than once. I think they've been down there twice and won both. So I'm just like, I don't know. And they did it together. So I'm just like, the odds are really kind of against y'all. Amber and Huey. So
it was like a cool, weird elimination. It was so pretty much, the cup together and it's like, do this maze, like just getting coordination. I was like,
they actually did that before. I can't remember the exact season, but I feel like you know talking about. When Big Easy fainted, they literally did that on that one. And they had to take the whole thing and slide it all the way down. I remember that. Anybody remember that? Right there.
So, they're starting off, and Corey and Michelle are kind of in the lead. All of a sudden, then Huey and Amber, they start getting into it and they start going flying. And then
they was
yeah.
Someone said it. I can't remember. They were like, wow. Oh, y'all are really moving. And that's really what I was doing too. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh dang, they really kind of like doing it. I'm like, oh. Next thing you know, it's like Corey and Michelle back here and Amber and Huey all the way up here. I'm like, oh dang. But I will say, I think what I started thinking, like, okay, I can see why y'all ahead. I really think it had to do with like their height as well. Like they were kind of like evenly distributed. And then you had Corey, who's gigantic, and Michelle's all the way down here. So I think like she had to reach even higher for them to like maneuver it all the way through. So I was like, yeah, that didn't really play in y'all favor. Not when it came to height. So sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. Okay. Good. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that factoring in. So they get to like the back half and start like grabbing the key. And all of a sudden, Huey's like feeling himself. He started talking his shit. He's like, "Yeah, you picked me. You fucking picked me." And he started going off. And the Corey's like, "Shut up, bitch." I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, this is getting."
Corey coming back. Shut up! Like you know what's going on. Shut up! I'm like, are y'all really having argument?
They talking shit. I can't remember last time I seen somebody talk shit during like the middle of the battle.
Like y'all really losing focus, talking and yelling at one another. I'm confused.
Love it. So like, they talking their shit, and then they're starting to fuck up a bit on Huey and Amber's side. And Amber's like, somebody said like Huey has the mental capacity of a 5-year-old, and like his attention span is terrible.
CT said it, yeah.
And then Ryan says that Amber's like, "Yo, we need to focus." Like, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And they start getting back into it, like,
oh,
and they do the damn thing, and then somebody chimes in and was like, "Yo, they dropped the key." And then I was like, "Oh my god, you're about to lose this." I'm like, because at first I was like, "Huey, talk your shit," and I'm like, "You about to lose this, you dumb Huey." I was
like, if you lose this because you are focusing on Corey right now, like this is the whole reason that's fueling your fire to win. Are you really? Oh, thankfully Amber caught it because I'm just like, really? Like she didn't call it. I'm just like, y'all would have definitely been even more in worse shape. So she's like, wait. We're missing something. The key. And TJ's just like, the key. I'm just like, oh, dang. Huey over here doing some acrobat move. I think Kyle or somebody said he did a split. I'm like, are y'all really? He's talking about reach, grab, and lean.
He did it with the quickness too. I'm like, that's nothing.
Yeah, he was like the cave.
Got it with the quickness, got it back, and then they start having a little more trouble. And Corey and Michelle, like they're starting to creep back up a little bit. But then Amber was like, "Nah, f this." Like, tuck. She rolled over there like old monkey bar. I was like, all right. She's jump gates. Amber was out there like robbing people, like getting people to cribs and hopping gates, get them to eat. What's up, dog?
I was like, everybody was like, oh dang. Right. I was like, in this moment,
it's over. I'm like this is why she's champion.
Yeah, how bad you want it? She clearly does.
Yes, like she got Huey to focus, and she messed around and did that flip at the end.
And did a tumble with being tied on the pot. I said,
what? Figure it out.
You guys are my white and pink Power Rangers. Let's get it.
White.
Tommy and Kimberly. I don't know. Those two came in my mind. Seems like a great duo.
I'm gonna lean more towards maybe somebody in the later season. I'm not gonna call Huey the White Ranger.
I'm just saying those are OGs for now. In this moment, give Huey that. He was doing it.
I'm never calling Huey the White Ranger. I'm sorry.
And the leg move. Come on. Did Tommy? Come on.
I give him the Black Ranger. I give him the Black Ranger. All right, Black Ranger.
Dance moves.
I didn't say the black dude. I said Black Ranger. Adam, calm down.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah. So that's what Brittany says. Anyway, so they win the challenge, and I'm like, "Whoo! Thank goodness they pulled it off." And then Huey flips his lid again.
He is all in Corey's face. What I told you, you hurt me. I was like,
got in his face, and Corey is like, "Get out of here, dog!" And I pushed him, and I was like, "Yo, who flipped the switch?"
It's just like a FIFA vote. It was
just going down like
David and Goliath. I don't know what was going on right there.
And they're up there dancing and stuff. I'm like, bitch, and then Corey's like,
I think like I don't know. We should just have the move for the week. I didn't have a quote. That's just. I was just like, that's clearly gonna be the move because that's gonna be stained in my brain forever.
That should be just on repeat. Like, really? And then TJ was like, "Hey, this is not how you win. You got to win grace. Chill out." Like, and he was like, "Oh, you're right."
I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all. I don't know what y'all had going on. I just couldn't. I just laughed. That's it. And I think everybody was laughing. Like,
I was like, what is
it's
happening?
the most odd argument, battle, whatever y'all got. I seen. I don't know.
Oh man. So yeah, like they win. Corey and Michelle are finally gone. Emmanuel, he feels bad. His blue thing is gone. So maybe you can focus on the game a little bit more. And Fessy's gonna feel like a dumbass going back into the house because even TJ says like, "Yo, I know the house about to be hot when y'all go back in there. Good luck." Now he tells Michelle and Corey, "I know I see y'all in the future, but Corey, don't come back with that bullshit next time." Like
you'll be fine.
Lose your humility, win humility. So yeah, the house is gonna be on fire. You say you don't have a quote, and this kind of goes back into a little bit other stuff earlier during the mission. I had my quote was, "Can't trust Kyle. Look at the way he smiles. Look at the way he moves from Corey."
Who said
regular
that? Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Kyle did the dumb thing and put the marker under his boy Devin's name because he claims he couldn't remember like who was in the league because that whole thing was like whoever's winning, let them, in the first place, let them win. I guess Devin was in first place, but I wouldn't know who the hell's in first place either. I'm like, who has what?
Yeah, this one was kind of just like,
who knows?
You just gotta go, whatever, just go. But I still probably wouldn't have did Devin. I mean,
yeah, I'm like,
that was just kind of like dumb.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you want to win, but do anybody but Devin. So I was just like, I didn't understand.
It's like me seeing your name up there, you pairing somebody else. So I'm like, I'm not going over that. Like,
and Devin was bad. He was just Kyle's like, I didn't know. He was like, our names are big and clear. What don't you mean you don't know? I was like, yeah, you're not putting your case right now, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle was kind of shook, and then Devin was like, that he does something like this now, what's going to happen in the future? It's a great point. So I mean, who do you see, like, since we're getting ready to start going like vets after vets, I mean, there's a bunch of rookie and vets paired up, like what's the first domino to fall in the vets alliance? Like who's going down to get taken out first? Like, really,
it's like 4 of them, but the first is popping in mind just after that whole debacle of the getting for the, what was that, not the finale, challenge, the elimination or whatever. It's Josh and Fessy. Because, I mean, and Josh said it too. He was like, don't do it, bro. And then he said it in his little conference thing. He was like, if he picks that, like, this whole alliance, I'm done. So we're going to just really see if he holds his word to being done. But I don't know. Usually Josh, like, whatever he says, he usually stands by. So I feel like he really might be done. Like, he might try to do something behind the scenes or something, maybe with Casey. But as far as Fessy, I think he's cutting him loose. And honestly, I feel like that won't really hurt him because Josh in this season so far is really in a good standing with people. Like, he has Devin, he has a Nani, he has a couple of other people. So I feel like he's in a good pocket, better than Fessy is, because now Fessy has more targets on his back. So I'm like,
yeah, I can see that.
Fessy block.
It makes sense. I'm like, yeah. It depends on who wins the next challenge, but I would do my best to try to like throw Fessy in there and have face off against Jeremiah because I want to see he's the tallest person. And he's in pretty good shape to like whoop his ass if it's something physical. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna show you something how we do it down here in the South, boy. Yeehaw, 601 month. Yeah.
Not yeehaw.
The yeehaw, baby. That's what I call it. So I would like to see that. Will it happen? I don't know, but that would be my eyes. Like, everybody has to get after Fessy because he would. I mean, yeah. Also, Nelson still doesn't rock with Fessy, and Corey's gonna rock with Nelson. And so if you can get all eyes on Fessy, like you see, he does snake stuff. And so it's either him or Kyle. So I'm going to Fessy. He's a big target.
Political game. I mean, if Josh was smart, and I mean, he has a big heart. That's what kind of is his downfall and can help him at the same time. But if he was truly smart and cut ties with Fessy, he really could round some troops. Like you just said, he could really get Nelson. He could really get Corey. Those are other people he can add in that would go against Fessy. Like, they really wouldn't have nothing to lose. We can end you, and plus you're athletically good. So this is kind of easy for me. I can cut you loose.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to happen.
No, hopefully we'll see. So now
that's it for me. Because he always be wearing that peacoat. Sorry.
So now we have new teams. We have Josh and Ashley.
Yeah.
We have Nani and Huey. And we have Gabo and Emmy. And then we have Amber,
Gabo.
and Devin. So Gabo and Amy already know, like, damn, we going down there, whatever. Like, they got to win. Which odds of them winning? I don't know. It depends on the challenge, but it ain't looking good. So all eyes on
Gabo
them.
been okay.
Yeah, he been cool.
Amy, I honestly feel like she might be going home. That's a prediction.
Need to go home. Yeah,
because they kept zooming in on her. I'm not gonna lie, she was like she was in pain or something. Unless she was crying, like they were zooming in. She was looking down. She was looking sad. I don't know. I had some vibes like she might be going home.
She might be going home. So it might be man versus man next week.
Yeah,
I see that. All right, okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Nani and who was it? Huey?
Yeah.
That was just random. I don't know. I think he was just picking anybody.
But he said but he's aware. He's like, she doesn't have like the best game or track record for winning, but she has a good social game. So and she's a veteran. So I think it's a solid pick for right now.
It was. So, I wasn't expecting him to do that, pick that person, but yeah, it was a solid pick. Yeah. And Ashley, she was just like, I love you, but no, don't pick me. I was like, oh, I
wouldn't have done either. Like, we don't work well together.
No. Yeah, they not.
I mean, it could make it don't worry. So, challenger of the week is easily Amber Champion. She came in second. He could have won the challenge. They lost to Fessy and Esther, and then had to go down there. Wasn't ready for it. Got screwed over by her supposed alliance, by Petty Fessy. And went down there and kicked ass and won it with grace. And it's coming back into the house. And it's going to be like, I'm coming after your neck. Challenger of the week easily. It's Amber.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna pick her. I was honestly gonna pick her partner, Huey. Huey, I love you. I mean, he didn't do it with grace, but like CT said,
he was up there panicking in the mission. So, man, he's not challenger of the week. Nowhere near.
But I'm saying when the ball really came down, who
got him focused? Who got him focused?
He did a whole split and grabbed.
Amber got him focused, and who you said who noticed the key? Who dropped the key? Amber. Amber.
Who got the key with the Power Ranger Tommy move? It was Huey. Huey scared of heights. He still did the thing. He over here killed it. He votes Corey out of this, and it's done for him. And he's 6'5". Like he killed Goliath. It's over.
It was a team. It was a team move. I'm just saying, Amber.
It was so technically
2 times. Like, hey, you dropped the key. Go grab it. Can you focus on me? Stop cussing out our rivals. Let's get in here and lock down. I mean, you can have them.
My brother doesn't want to pick Huey, but that's okay.
I don't want to pick Huey. It's easy.
Amber the champion and Huey. Let's go. Yes. You can't say Amber would have won without Huey. I'm just saying. Okay, I'll give you Amber. But if Amber had anybody else on there, and let's say they was a rookie, do you think she would have won? Let's be honest. Would she have won?
Maybe.
Because Huey was moving with quickness.
Yeah.
So even though Amber was good, he was really kind of dragging her along for the most part. But then he got distracted like a 5-year-old. But he really was the one starting out the gate, helping them maneuver.
All right, we're negating semantics. Whatever. Amber and then Huey. I'm not mad. I just want to move on through time. So we got the big four called, I'm not calling it Quattro anymore. It's called like collective. Anyway, so we have CT and Burner, number one for me. Nisa and Logan, they haven't done anything, but they haven't done anything wrong. So they're still kind of up there, I guess. And then we got, don't want to be, but Esther's kind of got my nerves a little bit towards the end. And we got Messy, Petty Fessy. And then we still got Emmanuel, because he's paired with Casey. And they've done pretty well. And kind of close to the fifth spot is Ed and Tori.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? Yeah.
I would honestly bump someone. I really would want to, but it would actually be CT and Acrobat Girl. I love me CT. I know what he can bring. She did kill it last week, but so far I would put Fessy and Esther above her because they have 1-2. And yeah,
it's very true. I mean, I'm just saying, like, since I'm like I was saying last season, he's a champion. So if you're a champion,
I mean, you can't. He's always going to be at the top of the list. Always.
Exactly. I'm like,
but
now he's the head dog. Everybody doesn't want him to be in the finals. So
of course they're going to try to knock him down. But if we're basing it off of the challenges and what they did so far, CT can't be number one because he hasn't ranked number one.
I'm gonna look at it like they do like on NFL 2K ratings or NFL and Madden ratings, 2K ratings. Yeah, like Patrick Mahomes, he didn't win Super Bowl last year, but he's still the best quarterback in the league.
Okay, well, over my head. I don't know.
Like, I'm sorry, he has a 99. Tom Brady has like a 93 or something, or 90. He ain't. Is he 99? Might be 99. I might screw him over.
I would never
But
go against CT. That's always my number one. So that's fine. We'll leave him there because I don't even like Messy Fessy, aka Pico. So you're right. We'll leave him at the bottom. Whatever.
all right.
It's Esther that's helping him. So
Yeah, she's doing a great job. That's it for this episode. Like, what do you guys think? Like, do you guys have a challenger of the week between Amber or Hugh or somebody else who you think should be in the collective, the top 4? Post comments down below. Also, do you have a better quote of the week? Something may have missed. Love to hear your comments down below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. Man, if you enjoyed what you're watching, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. For my sister Brittany, I am Brian, the movie Messiah. Like TJ says, did a great job. And I'm sure we'll see you on the next go round. Base 5, let's ride.